That episode was crazy. If you have not watched BMF Season 3, Episode 6, don't watch the rest of this. I don't want y'all in my comments talking about I done ruined it for y'all. This episode was called, but they needed to call it Messy Boots. Nicole was a little bit messy, but I'm gonna jump into that in a little second. Actually, no, we're gonna talk about right there. Why did Nicole call the doctor talking about I found your card and didn't know what else to do? You didn't know 911 number? Know that there was something else Nicole could have done aside calling the very doctor that you just told your dad at dinner when you want to have a Mike and Sheila dinner table event. You just told them Mom Dukes is making googly eyes, and then you gonna call and tell him to come and help with LaWanda's pregnancy, with the birth. Messy boots number 2. Lakeisha, is you not down for real? She's not down for Terry. Not saying being a side chick is a good thing, but that role is almost as important as being the girlfriend. If you are his woman on the side of his relationship, he's venting to you, y'all spending time together, he clearly cares enough about you and your safety to bring you to the crib. And y'all started back dealing with each other after you didn't put this man pretty much out the crib that he purchased for y'all. Okay, peep this. She turned the phone off and the beeper when you know he not only dealing with something, it's a whole beef going on, so anything could happen. His brother live in Atlanta. Anything could pop off. The family could be trying to get in touch with him. And aside all of that, you know his wife, girlfriend, whatever, is in the process of having his child. As a woman who is coming in dealing with a man, the least you could do is make his life a little bit less stressful. Your job is not to create additional stress for this person, and vice versa. Because I don't want to make it seem like I'm taking just for we talking about for this scenario though. If you're going to deal with a man and you know he has a family, you know he has businesses that he's running, you know he has things that he got going on, children, your job is to come in and be a beacon of light for him. You cause an additional stress, and then in the middle of them doing what they doing, she talking about, I don't know, you just not into it. He's like, I got a lot going on. She's like, well, I got a lot going on
There's
too,
a lot
T.
on my mind too.
What do
like
you
how
have
you went to
going
Atlanta and didn't
on?
even tell me.
That was always quick
He
business.
saved you from getting
secretive.
smacked
And ever
upside
since you've
your
been back
head
here,
by
mind been all over
Boom,
the place. You're not even focused.
and you
Your ass
repaying
is
him
fucked up right
with
now.
so much stress that I feel it coming through the TV. That's just off rip. What would give you the right? And I was just trying to think about it on her side. What would give you the right to do something like that? It could have been an emergency. Now, and honestly, T, you dead ass wrong too. Yeah, you cheating, but this is not the time right now. You out with Shorty, and now you missed the birth. And if the cook gave you up, the cook need to be fired. You need to go ahead and go through everybody that's on your staff. You telling who gonna wait? That's confidential. They got a lot of They got a lot of snakes in their circle that they need to jump out. You don't need to have nobody in your area that's not 100%. Jump to Atlanta, cause I just said last episode I like Meech and his girlfriend. But you gonna sit there and say you think Glock pays pretty good when you know he dealing with a whole task force? He dealing with somebody snitching on him. He dealing with an investigation. He dealing with war. And you think as a female when he put you onto a bag, let you come live in his crib rent free, dropping a bag on you while he's dropping a bag on you. You got what I'm saying? Like, you are in a position that all you had to do was take what he giving you and build from it. And the only thing you could say is, I have nobody else. As a female, how you even let yourself, and I know her storyline, she, whatever. You a dancer now, you making a motherfucking bag in the club. You got politicians in your pocket.
You know what? Do that.
In your pocket book.
Do that, matter of fact.
And you confused on how to make it shake, how to make things do what they do. I am proud of her for being able to get that information out. That's wild. When I seen it, I was like, damn, they do that at Atlanta strip clubs. She went inside. But I did like that move, though. I'm going to steal that. She dug it in, ran it down his face all slow like a snail. I said, oh, wow. But that's crazy to me. And Lucille was just giving straight googly eyes the whole time the doctor was giving birth. But to be honest, that was a sentimental moment. If I was Charles, I would have came and sat beside LaWanda and been like, you got it, girl. I would have been patting her on the back or something. Charles just stood there like a deer and with the headlights coming towards him. And then he gonna say something slick. That ain't your son. Shut up. That's all you could do. You could at least went and sat near them or something. You standing there acting crazy. Boy, this was a crazy episode. The Red Dogs jumping out, and I know they got disbanded, which was something similar to was it the Memphis 5 or Memphis 6? I can't think of their name but Tyree Nichols situation. God rest his soul. But I immediately thought of him when I seen that episode because the police literally just jumped out, pulled him out, slammed him up against the thing. I mean, damn. I couldn't imagine having to live in Atlanta during a time when they was running rampant like that. Like, I mean, you already be a little like, oh, police coming, let me tighten up. But to know that they had a legal crew of police officers doing illegal things, good gravy. Man, that scene was tough. And then Henry with this blowtorch. Okay, enough is not being done. You know what I'm saying? T went to the father out of respect. The father pretty much told Henry, it is what it is. You can take the deal. Henry was pretty much like, you gonna stay out of my business. Okay, so Dad, the disconnect, you raising up, getting Buck, like, and I could feel his tension. He was like, you're going to apologize. And Henry was like, I ain't saying sorry to nobody. I was like, oh, she's talking back. I don't think that the authority is not authoritating like how T thought it was going to do, how I thought it was going to do. And where did they leave Brian at? In the middle of nowhere? That's really crazy. Like, this whole episode, I mean, he's really holding it. He's really holding it together. He got fired, but now I'm trying to figure out, how did Brian get back on the task force? Because at the end of the episode, he came back in and he was locking the people up. So how did Brian get back? But I guess we'll see that as time is going on. But they got a task force up against him. Gritty, you trying to get him in jail, really? Like, you about to snitch?